Welcome back everybody to Final Fantasy XIV Online with Roselore Seraphina. Let's go and see what Momodi would like us to what she knows. Okay. Scenes like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though. If you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. Oh man, she's atrocious. Oh, Roselore, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh off the carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. Never doubted for a moment that you'd succeed, of course, and neither did Papa Scion, which ain't to say he won't be overjoyed. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Oh. So thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Ul'dah. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Ul'dah, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn till dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he'd be like you one day. I believe he would have succeeded had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I've thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I'm inspired just as Ul'dah once was. And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I'll go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I want to meet you first, to ask you your name. Miss Roselore. Roselore Seraphina. I shan't forget. Thank you, Roselore Seraphina. Pray we'll meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be a cruel bleeding business. Time was I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. I thought it'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Roselore. Double the trouble? Eh? What did you say? You want to know about the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest then. Listen, Roselore, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. Sure. Boom. Man, I need a better outfit. Momodi, tell me more. Momodi's ready to tell you what she knows. So, you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise? I swear, if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being Ul'dah. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable adventurers to join 'em. Adventurers like you, Roselore. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Wakened Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a woman in demand, Roselore, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget your old friend Momodi. Drop in and tell me how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. All right. Let's go. Let's go and find out. Okay. Speak. Broadening horizon. Oh, whoops, I forgot to do that. Report to Iwane. That's right, we're not doing the Gridanian stuff for the minute, are we? What are we doing right now? We're in Ul'dah. We're chasing down the main scenario quests because my backpack is getting fuller by the second. That's what we're doing. What is this green stuff? Okay. And let me guess, my armory chest? Yeah. Okay, that's a pain in the neck. So, let us get rid of, whoops, a few things. Including that one. When we're back in Gridania, we'll work through those. Alright, we want to see the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. What's a melding of minds? She is not getting my Staghorn staff. I'm equipped with that. No doubt. I don't know if you can hear it. I'll turn it up a little bit. Let's try that again. Alright. You may be able to hear that music in the background. And that's because there's a new festival happening. It's actually a really, it's the 10th anniversary for Final Fantasy XIV Online. Or Final Fantasy XIV. And this is their celebration. We've missed the Moonfire Festival, but this celebration is a little bit auspicious. Let's see if we can get a shot of Roselore underneath the flag. There we go. Alright. That is such an unbecoming outfit. Alright, let's go. So there you go. But this is our area. Now, I am very tempted. It runs it for a little while, so I'm very tempted to actually run through the scenario, but I think we have more pressing matters. So we need to get out to the... oh yeah, we need to sort that out. Whoa, we need to get to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alright. There it is, second from the top. Practical alchemy. Okay, these are all crafting requests. We're going to just leave them for the minute. We've got a level 34 gladiator. I'm thinking we might want to get her up to level 50, and then we might switch to the next class. Yeah, that is our... We're going to leave that. We're going to run away before I get too tempted. That quest there, let me just pop it up on the map for you. That quest is Kippy Jakaya, and she's kicking off Siblings Rising, which kicks off the 10th anniversary celebrations. You talk to her and follow that scenario through. When you've completed that scenario, I'm not sure it'll show until I have, but when you've completed the scenario, go into your duty finder, and as you go through duties, I don't know if we're even a high enough level for them to show. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, so basically you'll see these duties here. The ones that are relevant for you to be able to get your tomes to exchange with the Moogles will have a symbol next to them, a 10 in a flaming like outline. So, but we clearly do not have a high enough level character to do that. Duty rule there, we'll just cross that. It's a daily thing. We also have our challenge log to do. I haven't been focused on it because we're trying to get this other thing done. It's reset. Is that 11 hours 57 minutes, or is that 11 days 57? No, it's 11 hours 57 minutes. So completing 5 dungeons. There are a bunch of fates. We need 2 more fates to do. We could rush out and do those, or we can leave it and just get better the next time we're there. So we are heading out to Vesper Bay. Before we do though, I'm just going to fix these so that they're sitting above the thing. I'm going to turn the music back down again. It's very, very loud. It's still there in the background. It's just not deafening me or you. I might turn it up a little bit. You want to hear some of it. Alright. What was I doing? I was fixing my UE. Let's grab our HUD layout. We are going to grab this hotbar here. We're going to lift it. I'm going to grab this hotbar and lift it. This hotbar and lift it. I'm just going to try and get them all to line up at exactly the same height because it will bother me if I don't. Alright, I'm going to save that and hopefully, yeah, there we are. Now nothing's obscured by our window down below. Alpha order. I am also going to start by changing these around. I've played ahead so I know some of what's coming. Pretty sure that what I'm worried about isn't going to occur until that's up to a higher level, so that's fine. Rightio. What am I doing? No, don't ask. Don't ask. Let's teleport. We are going to head out to Horizon, Western Thanalan. It's the closest we can get. I don't know if we've unlocked Chocobo porters to Vesper Bay, but we might hop on one of those if we have. Let's go see. I know there are days when I have a little bit of trouble. I was lost. When I have a little bit of trouble just tracking what I have and haven't done. So there we go. Chocobo Keep. Yeah, hi. Well met, traveller. You may. I'd like to hire a porter out to Vesper Bay, please. It's quicker than if, well, I don't know if it's quicker than if I run it, but it's definitely got less distractions in it. I know, there's a couple of, there's a distinct point I want to reach before I head back into doing questing. So, we'll get to it. But I've just decided we need to get our level 30 quests done. We need to get, for our warriors. So I think at that point they let us go, like the questing for your classes finishes. I'm still trying to figure that out, but it does look like it. Of course, some of them you start questing for a new class, you unlock things. So that's pretty good. Vesper Bay. What did we not do out here? There's a few things. Oh, my backpack is so full. Alrighty, let's go. Oh no, it's a happy little cockroach. Absolutely glamorous. How full is our quest log? 20 out of 30. That's the other thing I've actually been learning is to keep an eye on the quest log and clear things as fast as I can. Let's just talk to Nedrick. Nedrick has a tantalizing bit of information to share with an adventurer. Hail, adventurer, you wear the expression of one who seeks new battlegrounds to hone your burgeoning skills. Do not ask how Nedrick knows. He simply knows. Now tell me, are you perchance familiar with the sunken Temple of Khan? I will not hold it against you if you're not. The ruins only surfaced when the calamities split the ground asunder after all. Any road. It's a popular destination these days for adventurers looking for new frontiers to explore. If you're keen to join them, why not make the journey to southern Thanalan and visit the temple for yourself? What with the many dangers that lurk within, the immortal flames are keeping close watch over the place, but a Lalafell by the name of Bibimu should be able to offer you passage. I don't know if we've unlocked southern Thanalan. Let me have a look. No, southern Thanalan is a joy that yet awaits. Of course, we could get wildly slaughtered there, but that's beside the point. Alright, I'm supposed to talk to someone. Who am I supposed to talk to? Here we go. Tataru. Tataru? No, Tataru. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. She's such a happy bean. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Wow! I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... I'm Scion's 7th set. Here at the behest of Thancred. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Roselore Seraphina. Roselore, Seraphina, Roselore... Ah, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. The antecedent is within the solar? Fine, let's go find the antecedent. Wow, that music gets louder, doesn't it? I know, it's really hard to manage it. There we are. Enter the Waking Sands. Yes, please. Alrighty. Scion of the Seventh Dawn. Hi. I take it you're Roselore Seraphina. Tataru sent word that you'd arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. Has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Right. We will take the cash then. And the XP. Ooh, cutscene.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of this. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals.
I forgot this was voiced.
Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose.
Let me just bring that up a little bit more.
Our order is home
There
to
we
a
are.
number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose.
Wow.
That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea.
Me neither, lady.
But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We're fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the Retainers Registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavours. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. Just, give us your soul. A mutually beneficial relationship, I'm sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you, I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Alright, now that is going to solve our backpack problems to a large degree. We can now hire a retainer. Retainers are helpful NPCs who can be hired by players to carry out such tasks as storing excess skill and gear, or selling unwanted items on the markets. They may also be sent afield on ventures. A contract of service can be drafted by Fridwib in Limsa Lominsa, Parnell in Gridania, Chachabi in Ul'dah, and Prunilla in Ishgard or Kazashi in Kugane. Alrighty, let's go talk to Minfilia. Tell her we'll join the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it is that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Roselore. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. A wild rose by any other name. Minfilia is waiting to hear whether or not you'll pledge your support to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
I take it you will help us.
I haven't quite got her voice right.
Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Scion ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Ul'dah. The Scions were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there!
Welcome!
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah. Jewel of the desert.
Welcome to the team. I never doubted that you'd come. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task.
Oh, wow, she says that so happily. Oh dear.
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Oh no.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit.
Oh no.
If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
He says to the lady wearing the helm, right? Because he can't see. Alright, I'll turn the music down again. Alright, speak with Thancred. Okay, let's go. Exit to the Waking Sands. Leave the Solar. Unless, of course, I just walked out when he's still inside. That could be the case. Ah, I did exactly that, didn't I? Yeah. Enter the Solar. I know, always look around before going through the door. I get it. I'll get there. Thancred. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions, crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, So that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Yes, sir. Here we go. All right. So before we go on any more adventures, we're going to deal with our backpack. And to do that, we need to hire a retainer. And to do that, we need to head back to Ul'dah. I know some of my other characters are a little further ahead. I think the quickest way back is probably just to teleport. So let us grab a teleport to the steps of Nold. Bye, Tataru. I know it's all about the emphasis on syllables. It's language. It's hard to work it out. All right. Now, when I first got a retainer with my very first character, not my very first character, my third character, I only got one. I could probably just go to the Sapphire Exchange. I probably should have, but anyway, we'll jog down. I know that music makes me so sad. Alrighty. It was an interesting name. So, here we go. The other thing that I've learnt too in my adventures is that your armor is really, really important, your gear. And it actually is worth spending. If you've got it, it's really worth spending the gear on the gear. So, let's see if we can find our... where is she? I know, I just assumed she was here. I know where to find them in the other part of the city, but I'm after the retainer's advocate. I probably ran right past her. I could check my map. It would make my life easier. Oh, there she is. Chachabi. Alrighty. Greetings. I take it you've come to see me about a retainer? Yes, I'd like to hire a retainer. According to our records, you may hire up to 2 retainers. Currently, you have no retainers in your employ. While customizing your retainer, you'll be unable to communicate with players and engage in other activities. Sure, let's hire a retainer. Excellent. We have quite a few men and women on our list, so I invite you to describe the retainer you desire down to the most minute detail. Right. Now, in this area, we can load previously saved appearance data, or we can bring up new data. Now, because I already have designed my retainers, I'm actually going to load previously saved appearance data. But if you choose not to, actually, we can show you this. You get to basically go through a character creation all the way. Oh, we might as well. All right, I'm going to hire a boy retainer. So we'll tick that. Whoa. Do I want one with gravitas or... I just don't like the mustache. I suppose I can get rid of the mustache, right? Let's make it a Highlander. All right. He's gonna be tall. Whoops. Muscle tone. Yeah, let's make him chiseled. He can be an ex-adventurer. All right, face. Oh, there's a bit better. All right, that one looks kind of friendly. As you move your cursor over, things change very much like they did in character creation. All right, just turn him sideways. I use that, hold down the left mouse button. You know what? We're just going to stick with that hairstyle. That will be just fine. Hair color. I know, right? There we are. Alright, jawline. Eye shape. Right, left mouse. You know, I'm happy with the eye shape. We'll leave it at that. Iris size is just fine. Eye color. That'll do. Eyebrows. Oh. Just leave them as is. They're fine. His nose is fine. His mouth is fine. Might darken up his lips a little bit. That wasn't a lot. Facial features. He currently has a beard. And big lamb chop mo things. But you could change him to that. Oh, he's got all of it. Okay, hang on. Oh, yeah. Put that back on. You know what? I think we'll just leave him as he is there. That's fine. He's kind of part random anyway. Left. Tattoo color. Face paint. Maybe not with tats, right? Ignore that. His current voice. Oh, right. That sounds fine. For an older retainer, that's good. I suppose he needs a name. We can use the character data to create another character. So we'll go to save slot 7. Yep. And then you finalize the appearance. So that's pretty much how your retainer works. I can think of several retainers that are exactly as you describe. Oddly enough, they have strikingly different personalities. If you'd be so kind as to state a preference, it would be most helpful. Alright, I've got one that's polite and one that's independent. Let's have one that's serious. Very well. I've just the individual in mind. When summoned, this retainer will greet you just so. You summoned. And when dismissed, this retainer will farewell you just so. Until next we meet. Yes, we'll hire that retainer. Excellent. It is also customary to give a retainer an appellation of one's own making, a nickname, as it were. We find this deepens the bond between our clients and their retainers. A name. Andreas. There we go. And we shall hire Andreas's. One moment, please, while I draft the proper documentation. Congratulations! Andreas is now in your employ. You can summon your new retainer using the nearby bell. If you have any further questions or requests, please do not hesitate to ask. Alright, so our next retainer, let's just talk to her again. We'll hire a second one. I have one retainer in my employ, which I'm aware of. Let's hire them. I'm going to just get a previously described one so you can see how that works. Previously saved appearance data. So, I have a sea wolf and a seeker of the sun. Well, seeing as I'm a keeper of the moon, That's right, I have 2 keepers. So we can have another cat boy, or we can have another huge retainer. Let's go for our sea wolf. Our sea wolf is polite. Retainer 3 appearance. Retainer 3, that's like retainer 2. Anyway. So here's our sea wolf. We're going to just tick him off. Yep. And we'll just keep that. Ul'dah and Gridania. And then you can just load that in. So that it's as easy as that. You can think of several retainers, yes. Oh good, I can make him not polite. Well, I'm going to keep him as polite though. Do you have need of me today, madam? And when you bid him farewell, I shall carry out your wishes as instructed, madam. Always going to be wary of a retainer that's that polite, but anyway. Excellent. I forget what I called him. I didn't realize I could actually just use the appearance and have it as a different retainer. Okay. Let's call him Hragath. There we are. Alrighty. I can summon him using a bell if I have any further questions. Alright, let's go find a bell. There's one right here. So we're going to learn how to... we're just going to offload our goods, basically. So Andreas appears. You summoned. We're going to entrust... Retainers many tasks. Once a retainer is summoned, you can entrust them with gil or items, as well as have them put entrusted items up for sale on the market. Additionally, you can also send them afield on ventures. To entrust an item or retrieve an item from your retainer, simply drag it from one inventory window to the other. To transfer gil, click on the gil transfer button to open a separate window. To entrust stackable items that are identical to those already possessed by your retainer, select the Entrust Duplicates button. There we go. Alrighty. Now, if I entrust duplicates right now, it's going to say you have no applicable items to entrust, and who can blame it? We have gold saucer tickets. Yeah, look, these just drive me crazy. I'm just going to put things like this in this window. We're going to keep our potions and stuff in our first inventory window. That's not a potion. Alrighty. And there we go. Alrighty. In our second window, we're going to start with mining. I think I should have actually started a new retainer instead of with Hragath, but anyway. That's okay. Iron ore. Okay, fluorite is a gem. I'm going to pop the gems down the bottom. So we have fluorite, we have malachite. So just all I'm doing is putting, that's an alchemical, yeah, it says reagent. Putting like items in. If I merely click entrust to retainer, what's going to happen is that's going to go across into this window, and I don't want it there. Come back here. So I'm going to put all my minables in the second window just so I can find them a little bit easier. Keep the dark matter on me because I need it to repair stuff. Oh good, it'll be nice to get this out of my backpack. I just have to remember that I've got it when I'm trying to craft something. So we go. Alrighty, over onto this window. We're going to put all our timber in here if we can. What's that? I'm not sure what I'm going to have to do with that. We'll work it out. So we'll put mining ores in one. We'll put timber in another. I think I might get the big guy to be the cook of the family. So we'll just keep all of that. Mudstone. Alrighty, start on window 1 if we can. If I make the big guy cooking and alchemy, this guy can be everything else. So he can be timber and he can be leather worker and cloth. So we'll grab our hard leather, we'll pop that in there. We'll grab our old goat skin, we'll pop that in there. Feathers. You know, I might put feathers in here. We'll put our animal bits in here. Yeah, we'll put those in. So horns and bones and teeth. Wait, what does that come up as? Bone. Nice. Not helpful. Give me that. Old goat horns. That's a reagent. Alrighty. In 2 I have bones. I may regret this. I mean, I may wish I'd put it in somewhere else, but we'll pop them in. So we'll grab our soiled femur, our bone chips, Yarzen, yellow Yarzen leg. That's also a chemical reagent, but we'll put it in there for the minute. That looks like minables, iron sand. Maybe I can put my sand somewhere in here. Leather. I know this is what takes long, but I'm glad I did it now. It's just a relief to get it out of the way. Copper sand, cinnabar. It's another special mining thing. I may need. You know what? I think I do. I need 2 windows for my metals. It's so metal. Right. So we'll put our processed metal in here. Yeah. And I may put our gems in there too. We'll see. I'm pretty sure there's quite a few bits of metal if I remember rightly. Put our bones, our leather. You know, I was going to put. Trying to work out. At the moment, I think I can put my cotton and stuff in here. I'm pretty sure though that's going to get awkward later. So I'll put our raw materials down there. Start that way. I'll put that at the bottom. So raw material, yeah, ragstone. Let's just pop that down there. I'm trying to get things that look the same in. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get 2 rows of gems. Our last one did. So this is going to get kind of rearranged as we go. Simply because we'll need it. Sinew. Sinew is part of leatherworking. We'll pop that in there. Alright, what's that? Thanalan topsoil is part of gardening. I'm going to stick it with our cook. Maple sap, smooth butter, that's all cooking. Lugworms are bait. I might actually put that on our first page so we can have a fairly good idea of how much bait we've got. We're going to carry that around. Jandalane's token, because that man is just... Let's not have that take up space in our backpack. I know, it's not that I dislike him, it's just that he's very noisy. Very, very noisy. Rat tails, go on page 1. Moko grass is a cloth making item. Oh gosh, I need somewhere to put paint as well. I think we might start by putting our paint in our first window. We'll pop that there. Mutton stew belongs here. We're keeping it. Right, so all of that is cooking oil chemical. Okay. That goes on our first page, just so we can keep track of it. That's gardening, cooking, alchemical. Nope, that's toad skin. There are quite a few bits of leather and toad skin. We may eventually need another page, but I don't know what I'm going to do when we get there. It's Pido. Cotton yarn. Pop that in here. It's a food. Okay, well that's not surprising. It's a crab leg. It's a reagent. Alright. Seafood. Fishing tackle. So basically I'm just going to try and have things where I can find them, and that will just make my life a lot easier when it comes to crafting, when it comes to trying to get an idea of how much fishing I've got on me, how much tackle and stuff. So drop that in there. I know it's one of these painful processes, but if you do it like sooner rather than later, it just saves a lot. A blue Yazan leg. Don't tell me I'm going to have like a whole field of Yazan legs. I probably am. It looks like I might need a page for bone, but I don't think I'm going to get it because I am about to run out of space. Floating minnow. So yeah, so this is part of the game. You just take your time. Fairy bass, four-eyed fish, flounder. Some of these can be used as for mooching, but I don't think we're up to that yet with our fishermen. We might be. I know how to deal with that. We can't deal with it yet. Okay, we can't deal with it yet. It can go over here. Down here. Alrighty, then it means I can pick up another one. I really like how it just throws things back wherever what it was you took from it came from. These are goby balls. It's fishing. Crayfish balls are fishing. We can cook them. Alrighty. Nearly there. So I think we're done with this retainer. Everything else looks like it's we're keeping these on us. They're far too useful. I did try it with my other character to not have it on me. It was just I had to run back here so often it wasn't funny. Alrighty. So that is pretty much all of that done. We're going to dismiss this retainer now. Thank him very much for his service. Andreas. Until next we meet. Ruggeth. Boom. What need have you of me today, madam? Well, you're my cook. So, alright. Oh God, how do I want to do this? I know, quickly, that's how I want to do it. Alright, we're going to put our cooking items up the front here. It's fishing, fish oil, it's a reagent. That's not cooking. If you cook with, well, I guess you could cook with it. Alright. Let's, I know. Let's give cooking 2 pages, maybe 3. Let's give it 3 pages. No, okay, gardening gets 1, so I've got some Thanalan topsoil in here somewhere. There it is. Stick our gardening on the very last page. Do we have any seeds? I may have once had seeds and sold them. Is that what you're saying? Something like that. Alright. Page 2, I'm going to start with the fish and the meat, so we'll grab all of that. Alright. Gligo mint. Actually, let's put herbs here, fruit here. There we are. That's even more organized than my other one. Dairy. We'll put animal products on the next page. There we go. I'm going to put my fish in here as well for the minute. That's ink. That's maple sap. That can go over here. And mineral water. It's used in both cooking and as a reagent. Oh, okay. Alright, in that case we will make it a reagent. Fine. Put our seafood all in one go. I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen a recipe with these, but who knows. I know that is a chemical thing, so that's not really seafood, but anyway. That's not seafood. What are you doing? Gosh. Pie crust. I suppose that's got something to do with butter. We'll stick it there. It's also got something to do with flour, which also has something to do with bait. So I guess they can all go together. Might just move my fish down. Animal products. Grab this egg. We'll stick it over there. I've got a dodo egg in here somewhere. I know we knocked the stuffing out of the dodos and the eggs. 11. There you go. Fish. Horseshoe crabs. Helmet crabs, my bad. Dusk gobies. We are going to need more space for fish, but I want to hang on to it for a couple of reasons. There's we can later, when our cook gets to a high enough level, we can deconstruct things, and I think the fish are fairly valuable from that point alone. So we'll try and hang on to that. Now coral is an alchemical. Oh dear. I was going to put my meat on this page as well. I think maybe we'll call that a loss. I'm going to put my butter and my eggs together. There we go. Wheat flour. And that's maple sugar, isn't it? Yeah, that should probably be on the other page with my maple syrup. The honey can go join it. Might stick our meat down here. There's enough of it. That's not a lobster, dear. I know, right. That over there. We'll put this over here. That's a herb that goes... Well, it's not a herb, it's more a spice. But it can go in our spice row. There we go. Clove oil is an ingredient. It's cooking oil. It's made of a spice, although that comes as a raw spice too. We'll stick it down there. Lavender, I can make it into tea, but it's mostly a chemical reagent. Look at that. We have space in our backpack now. It's so good to see. Right, looks like this is where my alchemical agents are going. Beehive chips are made into honey and other things, but we'll stick it next to the honey so we have it there. Alrighty. I know, it's like you think you've got so much. Beehive chips are made into beeswax too. So much stuff, but then you discover so much space, but then you discover that it's pretty much going to be taken up real quick. I'll just stick my inks in here. Saltpeter I might chuck down there. Alumine I'm going to stick down there. I need another kind of alumine as well. Crayfish balls, no, they stay there. Imp wings. Alright, that's that first page. Yes, finished. Put our ink up here. Go with... I have imp wings, I have puck wings, I have bat wings. It's like, whoa, lady, leave the wildlife alone. That's actually a seafood. Goes with the fishies. Alrighty. That's bone. That goes with my other guy. We're not putting beef skin blood in with our ingredients. We'll stick it over here. White scorpions. Rightio, that's done. Meat on the second page. First page. And wait, there's more meat. Jellyfish humours. Stick that down there. White coral, I'll stick with my scorpions because it's hard and crunchy like a scorpion. Okay, can I be bothered moving these? I suppose I should. So we'll just move these odd bits and bobs out of our fourth row. These are things I want on me till I work out how they work. Just stick that up there. No, we'll stick it down there. That's for my other retainer. That's it. There we go. All right. We'll dismiss our retainer, so I need to get some more seeds. Alchemical ingredients. Let's, for the minute, just put that down here. I sold my pigments, didn't I? Bad girl. All right. Actually, pigments are on another page. Okay, well that feels a lot better. We are going to run out of space. I'm going to have to rearrange stuff as we go, but... Alright, let's dismiss this retainer. He'll safely store those, Andreas. You summoned. I did. I have one more item for you. It goes in the bone page. There we go. Alrighty. That is so worth having. Until next we meet. Yes. Alrighty. So now we've got somewhere for our crafting materials and somewhere for our little bits and bobs that we don't quite know what to do with yet, and plenty of room in our backpack to do stuff with. We are going to head on out to Camp Drybone. I just want to check my journal again. Alright, so I have 9 spaces for quests and 12 spaces for Lev quests. And Levs are one of the best ways of increasing our characters. Broadening horizons, that's Gridania. So we're going to try and go through our Ul'dah stuff. We're going to try and clear quests out of each area as we go. And that's it. Let's head out to Thanalan. East Thanalan. Camp Drybone. Boom. Oh, so pleased to get that retainer done and dusted and out of the way. I do want to have a look at where my other levels are, just to give myself an idea. And we do need to go through our armory chest as well. Alright, classes and jobs. Pugilist is at 27. I'm debating whether or not I want to do the quest with the pugilist as opposed to with the gladiator. Because of one of the elements. We can see if it works with the gladiator. It just might make it longer, that's all. That's okay. Level 34. Let's see how long it takes to get us up to level 50 with this character. But guys, on that note, as we bathe, actually we'll make this our home point. We're going to be here for a little while. Set our home point. Yep. As we bathe in the light of the Aetheryte, I am going to bid you adieu. If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. I'll check you later. Take care out there.